Welcome to the Transferred Employee Ethical Leadership in Healthcare Administration. I'm Monique Rodgers-McMillan. Today, I'll walk you through a real-world ethical dilemma in healthcare leadership, one that tested my values, my courage, and my commitment to restorative, policy-driven solutions. This case isn't just about documentation, it's about legacy. The situation began with a department reorganization. A transferred employee requested a performance appraisal after 2 months of service, but the previous supervisor refused to complete it. My own supervisor suggested we falsify the transfer date to avoid HR scrutiny. Legal counsel confirmed it wasn't illegal, but I knew it wasn't right. This moment forced me to pause. I wasn't just a coordinator, I was a steward of ethical culture, and I had to decide what kind of leader I wanted to be. I was caught between two pressures. One, falsifying documents to protect the department, or two, risk retaliation by refusing. The action was technically legal, but ethically, it violated transparency, fairness, and trust. This is where trauma informed leadership matters. I had to consider not just the policy, but the emotional impact on the employee, the culture, and myself. I chose not to falsify documents. I also avoided direct confrontation, which could escalate tension. Instead, I pursued a policy driven solution. I contacted HR, documented the situation, and offered a performance summary based on my observations. This decision reflects my branded approach: restorative, compliant, and ethically sound. C.S. Lewis said, integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. That quote guided me. In trauma informed leadership, integrity isn't loud, it's consistent. It's the quiet decision to protect someone's dignity, even when it's inconvenient. I didn't just protect the employee, I protected the culture. I considered three things. One, editing the documents will compromise my integrity. Two, confronting my supervisor could escalate conflict. And three, ignoring the issue will betray the employee's trust. Only one option aligned with my values. Seeking HR guidance. This wasn't just a decision, it was a declaration of who I am as a leader. So here's what I did. I documented the situation thoroughly. I contacted HR with a summary of the employee's performance. I recommended a policy update to clarify appraisal responsibilities during transfers. These these steps were reactive. They were restorative. I didn't just resolve the issue, I built a better system. I weighed four key factors. One, the employee's rights. Was this fair to the transferred employee? Two, the reputation. Would falsifying documents damage trust? Three, culture. What message would this send to my team? And four, the retaliation. Could I face consequences for speaking up? Each factor mattered, but ethics guided my final choice. That's what trauma informed leadership demands. My decision aligns with multiple ethical models. Deontology. I follow duty over consequence. Virtue ethics. I chose honesty, courage, and stewardship. Restorative justice. I prioritize healing and fairness. Ethics isn't abstract, it's embodied in every choice we make. This case taught me that leadership isn't about being in charge, it's about being accountable. Insight comes from reflection, growth comes from choosing integrity. As a trauma informed leader, I've learned that every ethical choice is an act of healing. Ethical culture must be embedded at every level. Top leadership sets the tone. HR enforces the policy. Supervisors model behavior. Employees deserve fairness. My decision supported a culture of transparency and trust. That's how we build legacy. This case directly supports program learning outcomes and institutional goals. It demonstrates applied problem solving, ethical evaluation, and civic responsibility in healthcare leadership. I call on leaders to create safe reporting channels, train supervisors in ethical decision making, and upgrade policies that protect the employees and uphold integrity. I believe that every ethical decision leaves a legacy. I choose to lead with integrity, transparency, and courage because that's the legacy I want to build. This case wasn't just a challenge, it was a turning point. Here are the references that informed my analysis. Thank you for joining me on this journey of ethical leadership. May your decisions reflect your values and your values reflect your legacy.